Salute, brothers and sisters. Welcome to Wake Up the Black Nation. This is Richmond X, the Minister of Information, signing on, along with my brother, SpeakEZ, and this is part 2 of food preparation. Salute, brother, sir.
Appreciate you, brother. As you can see here, this is part of my garden at home. And I'll be the first to tell you right now, I do not have a green thumb. But before we jump into this, at the end of the last video about grains and long-term storage using the Mylar bag and 5-gallon pail system, you'd asked me how much that costs.
Yes.
Including the food and everything that I have. Like I said, I have an extraordinary amount, more than a 90-day supply. And yet and still, all those supplies and even more, some that we'll talk about in another series, cost me less than $2,500. And that's buying grains in bulk and doing the bagging and packing myself. Total cost no more, including the equipment, the bags, all the supplies, including the buckets from Home Depot, less than $2,500. So,
$2,500.
25 months.
That's right.
As you can see from some of the containers, I repurpose anything, old coolers. If it'll hold dirt, you know, you can make it work. I'm at the end of my season right now. These are mainly my bell peppers and jalapeno peppers up here on the deck. A little bit of kale in the background. Down on the main patio. And I've chosen to use a pot garden, a deck garden, as opposed to growing it in the ground, simply because of chipmunks, ease of control, more efficient watering, as opposed to trying to water a plot of land. This is a lot easier. And again, there's so many containers, old coolers and toy chests, anything that you can find and put to work, you can do it. Here I got some of my greens growing, and some of the spicy mustards. Those are really good this year. I've also got some nice wild vegetation growing here. We'll talk about that in another video. I've also got these bins here, planting for the fall. I've got some sow thistle, which is actually most considered a weed, and dandelion. I like to grow my own dandelion because you really can't trust what's out in the neighborhoods as you forage. One of the dangers is glyphosate, Roundup. Everyone sprays, so there's so much toxicity. It's really tough to forage safely these days.
Okay.
Over here I got my tomatoes. I planted a variety this year. I had cherries, beefsteak, and at least 2 others, if I'm not mistaken. And again, my bell peppers have done extremely well. This one little plot right here has got right now currently 25 bell peppers budding on it. And here we are in October. So I will have eaten produce, mainly bell peppers, tomatoes, and jalapeno peppers, and my green leaf veggies. I would have had them all of April, May, June, July, August, September. Here we are in October, and in Atlanta that'll last into November. So literally I'll go 8 months able to pretty much eat off of the greenery that I can produce, with the exception of buying the occasional onion or whatever I need from the store. I've been able to be relatively self-sufficient.
That's what's up.
I've got a little garlic growing here, more tomatoes, and a lot of these have bloomed late. So they're just coming up. I don't know how long if they're gonna get to have some fruit.
So what are these right here?
This is a little fresh garlic.
Okay.
Easy to grow. Again, all this information is online. Everything I've learned, I've done on YouTube. Completely. More pepper plants, more tomatoes. Again, that's going to be used. I think I got some dandelion that's going to be growing in there. And that's pretty much it.
Look at these big old tomatoes. They're not ready yet, but just look at the size of them.
A few more days. We had some good rain today, so we'll get some sun. And
Yes, sir.
Those will be ready. And I'm hoping that's going to be nice too. That little one, that got a late start, but it's coming along well.
Right.
And over here you can see I got more peppers. Again, I've gotten to the point where I actually give peppers away to the neighbors because I just had an abundance. I didn't really expect I was going to have as good a harvest as I did. And again,
Yo, those are some big peppers, brother.
Those are nice. Those are nice. Again, nothing's going to be as big as the GMO stuff that you see in the grocery stores.
Right.
And again, truth be told, as long as we're talking about organics, unfortunately, due to the radiation from Fukushima, The idea of having organic food that is not completely enclosed with a separate purified water source is folly. I mean, this is about as healthy as I can get at this point, but ultimately to truly be organic, we unfortunately in civilization now we've gotten to the point now where we have to grow our vegetables under protected shelter simply because of the foolishness we've created in the environment.
Indeed.
I got my seeds over here, a lot that I salvage from some of the plants each year that I have. I store them usually with a couple of little things of rice to keep them dry from some moisture. And this is just today's yield. I mean, a few bell peppers are ready, some jalapenos, some of my cherries. And
that's right.
Yeah, it's been good.
And this is all, you did all of this by yourself?
All myself.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
I grew up with a grandmother who had a garden. So as a kid growing up, we always had in our backyard, you know, some tomatoes, some cucumbers. You know, I was exposed to that, but then we lost it. And here I am at age 53, just starting to plant and grow things, and that's a shame.
So you just started?
This is my
garden.
second year. This is my second year doing this, and man, I love it. I mean, once again, it's all about being independent, completely reliable only on self and not on the infrastructure. Most people don't understand that average Publix, Kroger, what are you going to do when those places don't have food? There's less than a week's supply of food on any grocery store. And when the trucks aren't delivering, what are you going to do? So again, in addition to long-term storage of certain grains, learning to grow your own food, there's also foraging. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. You've heard me already mention some wild plants that I've decided to actually start growing because of the challenges of foraging in a safe way due to toxins in the environment.
Indeed.
But we can talk about some of the ones that are in this neighborhood that I use and rely on a regular basis.
Okay. And so this is all you wanted to show the people on today, brother?
This is it.
Okay.
This is it for this section, and then we'll do foraging, and then maybe we'll do one on water. That was a big one for me, trying to solve and figure out how I would have a clean, reliable source of water. And I'll give you a hint right now. That covered pool has a lot to do with that. To me, that is not an old, unused pool. That is a reservoir.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate the information. Is there any last words and any more information that you would like to get out to the brothers and sisters out there?
No, but truly, everything is on YouTube. And in fact, you know, we can even put some links to some of the specific YouTube channels that I got some information that I found particularly helpful, particularly with things in terms of things like water purification, and even some good gardening tips.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm gonna do one more little walk around just to show the brothers and sisters.
Go for it, bro.
A final look. Y'all get prepared for part 3. Me and brother SpeakEZ, getting y'all that real information, not none of that nonsense. Something that can actually save your life. Like the brother said, what you gonna do when Kroger closes doors? What you gonna do when you can't go to the grocery store no more and you can't get products for your children and for your family? This is what you need to be doing, is growing your own crops. This brother said this is his second season, and look at this successful yield. Everything that we need is in the earth. Everything that we need is in the earth, all of the riches. And this ain't no unhealthy food. This is something that's gonna keep you alive. This is something that's gonna prolong your life. Look at these tomatoes. Let me show y'all these. Y'all just seen them a minute ago. Look how big these tomatoes is, brothers and sisters. And they're not even ripe yet. So imagine the size that they'll be when they're ready. So I appreciate everybody out there for tuning in too. Wake Up the Black Nation. Y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned. If you would like to donate, PayPal link is below. We take a lot of time out of our day to bring this information to you. So if you would like to donate, it would be much appreciated. Make sure that you take notes, brothers and sisters, because we don't have much time left. Don't get distracted with the nonsense. Don't get distracted with all of these things that they showing y'all on the TV. We must grow our own crops. We got to grow our own food. And we got to get prepared, brothers and sisters. So I appreciate you all for tuning in too. Wake Up the Black Nation. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not done so before. Until next time, salute and Black Power.